Walsh given an opportunity and able to take it, so really now throwing to hold his throw even so soon in the game.
43.
Maybe falling behind by 2 legs.
Yes, Walsh, of course, we first really caught the eye when he got through to the finals last year, the UK Open against Taylor and Bolton, and we rather thought that that was the signal he'd crashed into the elite group at the very top of professional darts. Hasn't quite lived up to that performance, but a good Blackpool will put him back 59. Very much in the limelight. Ronnie the Rocket, a big star. He's a big star on stage, and he's not without support. Of course, originally he was from just down the road here in Lancashire, so I imagine he still retains a little bit of his native county following, John.
Yes, once a Lancastrian, always a Lancastrian, and he, yes, will have a major following here. Played his darts for the county for many, many years and went on to be an international player. As Eric Bristow mentioned earlier, played in a World Championship final on the other stage, twice in fact, but made his first real impact here in 1998, as I say, reaching the final and in a wonderful contest we fondly remember 81. With Rod Harrington. Lost out in the end, and I believe that was the forerunner to Ronnie's good form in the BDO competitions which he played in after that, Dave, though I don't think credit was ever given over there to his performances here, but that's another matter.
99.
Well, Baxter has stolen the darts here. 18 perhaps. Oh yes, that's terrific shooting.
Nice to watch, isn't it? Quick, slick and accurate. Yes, this is his 5th year on the trot at Blackpool, but he's really got to make an impact yet. He was a first-round loser, 10-0 on his debut to John Park 4 years ago. We'll just watch Ronnie Baxter. That's a lovely marker. Yes, fancied it, nudged it in, didn't it? Or it certainly made sure that it was cushioned nicely. 2-0 then to Ronnie Baxter. Gets the throw, gets the darts against the throw, and Walsh has got to be careful here. If Ronnie hits a real streak, the rocket will be out of sight before too long, beyond the clouds. Then he was a first-round loser to Alan Warriner, then a first-round loser to Denny Sullins, and last year he reached the 2nd round but met Colin Lloyd as he was en route to the title.
80.
Getting some wonderful pictures of these supporters, aren't we? They're having a ball. Police constables and Dutch international football.
134.
Are they Dutch or are they Blackpool? Well, they were there for Roland. I guess they might be Dutch. We saw Steve Maish playing with the ball there on the grounds of the Tangerines at Bloomfield Road, no more than 5 minutes walk away from where we are. It did occur to me, Dave, that Steve Maish, his initials are SM, and that reminds me that Stanley Matthews and Stanley Mortensen are 2 names who are immortal to that particular famous ground.
With greatest respect to Steve Maish, he has a little bit still to go to live up to legends like that.
Yes.
So he's made his mark in this tournament, and he's given it some dignity 100. As well. And he was such a happy man to be here. Look at the nun story.
140.
One of the great things about Blackpool, of course, is with all the various hen and stag parties, you get caught on the streets by marauding bands of nuns in St Trinian School. They don't bat an eyelid when they see a nun walking along with a pint of bitter.
100.
Yes, the old kiss me quick hat seemed to have disappeared. But as he looks at Bullseye, oh, double 16, super duper darts! Oh, yes! Baxter 3-0 up. Brilliant 101 finish. Before you could blink, he'd hit the 101 in style. How the Rocketers take for you tonight and to this game. So stay with him.
Well, of course.
It's not always the one that they're going to take.
And he wanted to finish on 32, John, that's why he went that way. He's picked that one out.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Oh, Baxter
136.
has
Ronnie, you
been
require
pretty good. He's only
32.
missed 3 shots at doubles in this opening session, and there's
Game
another one, 4 up against
Ronnie
the throw,
Baxter.
and well may Walsh
Ronnie
blow
to
his
throw.
cheeks out. He is being taken apart.
This time, please. Thank you.
Well, Ronnie looks relaxed, he looks confident, and well, this is sending a message out so far to Roland Shelton, who was in pretty good form
93.
himself earlier tonight, that he's looking for at least another semi-final place. Is Ronnie Baxter. He's been in 2 semi-final, well, he's been in 3. On one occasion he went all the way to the final, but he was a semi-finalist in the year 2000, went down to Alan Warriner there,
140.
and 2 years ago, remember, he went down to Mark Dudbridge, 17-13. That was the year he played Kevin Painter, 1917, in a real belter. That was the
What, 1917?
no, 2004, you silly man. That black pudding you had for breakfast this morning, it's got to your head.
100.
Talking of Lancashire lads, I was rather surprised, Dave, to see a black pudding on your breakfast plate.
100.
I have international taste, John. But Walsh needs to get the taste of a winning leg. He can't really afford to slip any further behind with Baxter in this mood. It could be over in double quick time.
He was saying to me after his game against Dave Askew that he's a little concerned about the way that his body is leaning across as he's releasing the dart, and it looks to me as though he may well be conscious of it,
60.
Mark Walsh. He sets the dart, and I remember thinking that sometimes it just hesitates the release, and look, he moves across, and it might be a cause for concern, because it looks to me like the early signs of possibly developing dartitis. Now I hope that's not
58.
so.
Well, if Baxter could hit this one, it really would round off an impressive opening session. 167, treble 19. Ooh, not far away.
Well, Baxter hit 118 the last leg in style. Now then, Walsh will probably try and do it an entirely different way. Oh, well, that means that he can't do it now, and so expect 5-0 going into the break, because Baxter's had 6 darts at a double.
78.
He's hit 3. In fact, we're wrong, he's hit 4. It's 4 out of 7, in fact.
That's the one he wants now. And that's a blocker, and it still gets it in there. And that's 5-0, and that really is the Rocket Man heading for the stars. That was an impressive opening set. Can he keep it up? We'll see in a moment.